Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the Monarch of Mardi Gras, the Baroness of Bourbon Street, the Destroyer of Dinners. Whenever she's not co-hosting Ringside Society, she's on crazy misadventures, such as dressing up as one of the Road Warriors and picking fights with random people, looking for the fabled Cobra Kai Dojo, and shopping for DeLoreans to go back to 1885 for fresh returned butter. Louisiana's own Kathy Knight.
Hey.
In the third corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye Spinach. He's the triple dart of Ringside Society, and Delaware's greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He is Rob Bass, and you are not.
Yes.
In the third corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go. Catch him if you can. Said his name in Guyana. Now they love him in Japan. No cap, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And our special guests tonight are here with us to do our SummerSlam predictions. So let's go ahead and introduce them. First off, we have the head of the table. No, not your dad's table, not your mom's table, not your Thanksgiving table. No, he is the head of the table, the tribal chief with really great hair. And we still think he would give Ric Flair a run for his money, 80s Ric Flair a run for his money in terms of taking away his ladies. Tribal Chief Timothy Flair.
Wait, where is it?
And our
there we go.
Our two other special guests tonight are the definition of broham, the definition of best friends. No, we're not talking about Trent and Chuck Taylor. These guys have known each other since high school, and now they are making things happen like a captain with the outrageously chaotic podcast. Everybody,
hey, how y'all doing?
Star State, Texas, Chaotic Nick and Nate Outrage.
Hey, hello.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for having us here.
And of course, not to be unnoticed, but we also have our head mod here from the west side, the best side, Alicia, the Warrior Princess. Alicia, thanks for being with us tonight as well. To those
Alicia Fox.
For those of you that are listening tonight, feel free to actually give your opinions in the chat rooms, but do not be rude, do not be disgusting, do not be gross, or Alicia the Warrior Princess will ban you. She don't play. Ain't anybody got time for that. But so with that being said, SummerSlam 2022, but no 2021. But man, oh geez, man, oh man, I gotta say, AEW Rampage. Woo! And I'm gonna call it right now.
I just gotta say, I wasn't watching wrestling during CM Punk's reign, but obviously, since becoming a fan, I knew all about him. So I am really excited to be a new fan of wrestling and getting to see the greatness that is CM Punk. So I'm psyched. I'm psyched.
I'm ready for him to do the John Wick. Be like, people keep asking me if I'm back. Well, I'm thinking I'm back or something like that. I wanted him to do the John Wick. Oh man, that would have been awesome.
Oh, that would be actually. Oh, now I think about it. Love John Wick.
You know, the only question that's on my mind is not who he's gonna face, but are we gonna see a reunion of the Second City Saints? For those of y'all that don't know, that was CM Punk's old stable. It consisted of him, Colt Cabana, and Ace Steel. If you don't know who Ace Steel is, well, he once made an appearance in WWE as Donald Trump fighting Rosie O'Donnell. That was Ace Steel, who was once signed as well too. Yep, that was him. And we now have 2/3 of the Second City Saints in AEW. So it makes you wonder, you know, are they going to make a reunion? And the way it looks, it is possible because the Dark Order does have some dissension within their group. And it's not really looking good.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, Bobby Stryker Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Oh man, Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby. For those of you that don't know, Bobby is actually my partner in crime. He is actually the Triple H to my Shawn Michaels. Whenever we're in, we get together and we go out, we're always causing some havoc and whatnot. But Bobby, thanks for joining the show, man. But I digress. So we have SummerSlam 2021, and it is on August the 21st, 2021, which is tomorrow, in Paradise, Nevada. And we have 10 matches. So let's go ahead and get this done. I know some of y'all are ready to go to sleep and whatnot. I see Kathy touching her face like, it's time for bedtime. Let's go ahead and get this done. So the first match we have is a tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship. The defending champions, AJ Styles and Omos, versus RK Bro, Randy Orton and Riddle. So I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna start with Kathy, and then I'll go around, and then it'll end at me. So with that being said, Kathy, who you got for this one?
Well, if this isn't a guess, there you go.
Okay.
AJ and Omos. I can't get behind RK Bro. Like, I can't get behind Matt Riddle. I never could. Like, there's very few wrestlers that I don't like, and Matt Riddle's one of them. I just don't know why. But as much as I like Randy Orton, I can't get behind RK Bro, so I gotta go with AJ and Omos.
Nice. Okay. Rob, how about you, man? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going the opposite of Kathy here. I'm going with RK Bro. I guess Randy Orton finally bought into it. You know, it's kind of a mismatched pair. You know, Orton never shows emotion, and you know, Riddle's just, what's up? What you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's a little opposite thing, but it would surprise me. I mean, I think Riddle does have that little thing in him, like he might turn on Randy, but I don't know. I think they're gonna win it now because Omos and them, they haven't really done anything since WrestleMania, so I figured, hey, let them go. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Timothy Flair, how about you? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm RK Bro all the way. It works. I think it's getting some pretty good chance. I feel like when RK Bro's out there, that's when Raw seems to like really wake up and actually start making noise. I think they're a good tag team that we need, and I think this would be a good time to push them and just make them official for a while. You know, it works. I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, who would have thought Randy Orton and Riddle would have actually become a team?
Randy knows that RK Bro sells merch, so I think that's why he's doing it.
But then again, I mean, look at the Rock connection. I mean, the Rock was all serious and whatnot. And he got Mankind just like that, like,
opposites
kind of
attract.
awkward, kind of like, just average guy. And, yeah. So, Nate, who you got for this, man?
Let me see. I'd have to say AJ and Omos for sure. I don't see them losing for a while. Just the fact because of Omos, because I don't see him losing period for a while, because he's been such like I probably said this so many times, but he's like a locomotive train. Like, I don't see him getting derailed ever for a while. Like he's like what Baron was. I mean, not Baron. Braun was supposed to be before he got destroyed. So I think they'll probably win. As for RK Bro, I of course thought Randy was about to drop him, but I did think it was going to be a little bit later. So that surprised me that it worked out together. So we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see, because Randy is in the situation, so he might drop AJ and get the titles off that way. So there's that, but I don't want it to happen like that.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Nick, who you got?
Oh, it's tough. I think I'm gonna go with RK Bro, just for the fact that AJ and Omos really don't have any other tag teams to really do anything for. and with the momentum that RK Bro have, I believe that they just need to win and keep that stride going.
Yeah, they do.
Cool,
Yeah, they
cool.
do.
All right. I think RK Bro is gonna get this, and I'm gonna call it right now. Almost is gonna get RKO. He's gonna get that RKO, and it wouldn't surprise me if both of them actually RKO him at the same time. It just there has to be a moment for SummerSlam. You can't leave everything for WrestleMania. You know, SummerSlam is one of the big four, so I think it's gonna happen at SummerSlam. He's gonna end up taking a double RKO from RK Bro, and that's how they're gonna end up winning. I mean, the natural person to pin would be AJ Styles, but I think Almost is gonna take the pin this time. But although I wouldn't mind seeing them retain either, that'd be pretty cool because then if they retain to Survivor Series and the Usos retain to Survivor Series, well, they're gonna be in for something.
Yeah, oof. That would be nice.
Do we think, Bob? You asked if any of us think they can take Almost. You never know. It's WWE. Anything is possible. I've seen some crazy things, and like Spike Dudley putting Prince Albert through a table. So you never know.
I mean, Mae Young giving birth to a hand. Come on.
Right.
Anything is possible.
Oh yeah.
I watched Goldberg
Or,
jackhammer the Big Show one time way back in the day. Like legit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Or the makeup session with Mean Gene and I think it was Bobby or Gorilla Moss. No, it was Mean Gene and I think Bobby Heenan and Mae Young and Fabulous Moolah. Yeah. That was something. You never know what that will be.
Yeah.
So the next match that we have, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. The next match that we have is singles match. It's gonna be Alexa Bliss, maybe accompanied by her doll Lily, versus Eva Marie and Doudrop. But I know her as Piper Niven. Kathy, we got for this one.
Lily's gonna pin Eva Marie. No, no. Maybe that could happen, but yeah, I think Alexa's gonna win, unless Eva's got something up her sleeve. But I think Alexa is gonna take this one.
Okay. How about you, Rob? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm going with Alexa Bliss on this one. I think she's probably going to hypnotize Doudrop or whatever, and they'll finally, get that little breakup. She'll go back to Piper Niven or something, because I don't like that name Doudrop or whatever. I'm like, man, I hate saying it. I want her to be Piper Niven again or something, man. Something better. Anything but that. But yeah, I think she's going to hypnotize her. Eva Marie's going to go down and, yeah. Hopefully it'll break them up soon.
All right. Timothy, who you got?
Alexa Bliss seems like the obvious pick. I mean, I didn't know much about Eva Marie prior to becoming a fan again, but everything I've heard seems to be pretty much true. But I'm also one of the people that, I low-key kind of enjoy Piper just because of how irritated she makes people, and I'm twisted like that. But no, it seems obvious that it's going to go to Alexa, but I am curious what Eva Marie is going to bring. I don't think this is going to be a simple squash match. I still think Alexa's going to win, but I think I think Eva's up to something. Okay. I really do.
How about you, Nate? Who you got?
I would say for this one, same Alexa, mostly because of Lily. Lily's gonna do some kind same thing. It's just gonna hypnotize Doudrop or something, and either do some kind of count out or something, lay down, or do something to Eva so Eva could take the pin. I'm not sure, but it's definitely gonna be them two. I don't see because I don't know. I think they're just setting up Alexa to be some impossible force to beat or something, like a Wanda, from the Avengers and stuff like that. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
Okay. How about you, Nick? Who you got?
I'm gonna say Eva. I think the doll is gonna like mess up Alexa's plans, and then Dewdrop. I don't know. She'll probably take over the doll, and that's about all I think of. Is just it's gonna be the opposite of what everybody else is saying. Oh, it's gonna be Alexa doing all this stuff. No, it's gonna be the opposite.
The doll.
I think Alexa's gonna win. It's not gonna be a squash match. I think because there's two sides to Alexa. There's normal Alexa, and then there's possessed Alexa. I think normal Alexa's gonna get some hands put on her, but eventually once she becomes possessed, it's gonna be a wrap. I don't mind seeing the doll win, help her with the win. Once Alexa doesn't do that creepy thing that Rob likes with the Passion of the Christ headgear and the blood spin.
Yeah.
Rob, you're a freaky guy, dude. I love you like a brother, but you're a freaky guy, bro. You've been hanging around Captain too much. I'm convinced.
Hey.
I dig it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go to Alexa for this one. So the next match we have is a singles match, and Veer and Shanky are banned from the ringside. It's gonna be Drew McIntyre with his sword versus the Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Kathy, we got for this one?
That's a no-brainer. Drew. It is cool, like, former friends are fighting each other. They were in 3MB and everything like that. So it is cool, like, Jinder's back and Drew gets to wrestle his best friend. So, but I'm still going to pick Drew. Drew's going to get it. He's going to get his revenge.
Cool. Rob, who you got, man?
Man, you know what? I think I'm just going to pick Jinder as an upset. It says Veer and Shanky, they're banned from ringside, but I don't know how long they're going to stay banned from ringside before they just come out anyway, like through the crowd or something, or do something and cause the destruction. But yes, I'm going to do an upset. Jinder's going to pull this one out.
Okay, Timothy, who you got?
Yeah, the obvious pick seems like Drew, but part of me kind of agrees with Rob. I have a feeling they could pull a swerve and have Jinder win it, but at the same time, I don't know if that'd be the best decision, but it's a move I can see them doing. I think if there's going to be an upset victory at SummerSlam, I think this is going to be the match.
Okay,
that's really all I got to say. I don't really have I don't have a whole lot on this one. But I'm
Nate,
rooting for Drew.
Let me see. Probably the same Drew. But then again, like y'all were saying, like Timothy and Rob were saying, Jinder might have something up his sleeve. One thing I will say is what they do with Jinder is so weird. They'll flip him to like non-existence, and then when they bring him back, they put him in the flat and like in the limelight. I'm just like, y'all, like, make up your mind. But do you want him or do you not want him? And then like he changes guys. Like he had the Bollywood boys, and now he has these two big guys, which I understand. But like, where'd they go? Like, there's no storyline for that part. But most of me's thinking Drew, but I wouldn't be mad if Jinder pulls it up because I like to be wrong about things.
Yeah. How about you, Nick? Who you got?
I'm gonna say Jinder too, but they're gonna add another person, so it'll be like a 4-man group.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the brave one and say I mean, as much as I like Drew, the way he's been recently, I'm gonna say this. If you notice, Vera and Shanky wasn't there. There was another guy called Sarav that was teaming with Veer. And Sarav, they separated them. So it would not surprise me if Sarav ends up, because Veer and Shanky are banned, but nobody else is banned. So it wouldn't surprise me if Sarav came out and helped Jinder Mahal win this match. And I'm gonna go with that. That's gonna be my prediction. It's. I don't think it's gonna be via foreign weapon. I think it's gonna be Sarab that's gonna come out. Bobby Kali. I don't think it's gonna be Kali. Kali's all the way over in India, and I don't know if they're allowed to travel from there yet. And I really don't want to see Kali back in there, man. This needs to be an anymore.
Yeah, we don't need that.
It's too cliche to have Kali come on and help Jinder. I mean, Sarab would be the better one.
They can actually use that.
Yeah. So the next match we have, and by the way, I'm actually down for an Indian stable too. That'd be pretty awesome, you know. So the next match that we have is a singles match for the WWE United States Championship. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus versus Damian Priest. Sheamus is defending champion. Kathy, you got for this one?
So I don't think Damian's quite there yet, so I'm gonna pick Sheamus. He's gonna retain.
Okay. Rob, how about you?
Yeah, I'm going with Damian Priest on this one. I think he's been doing pretty well and stuff, and he can finally win the belt and get away from fighting Johnny Nitro and The Miz and stuff, because he's been battling them since WrestleMania or something like that. Or no, actually, what was it? The Royal Rumble. They started doing that, and then they finally had the match at Wrestle. Oh my Lord, yeah, come on, yeah, let's go, Damian Priest, do that, and then fight anybody else, let's go.
Okay, Timothy, who we got for this?
Yeah, I'm Team Damian all the way. I've been a big fan of him since NXT. The dude's just got a good star presence about him. And I also got to throw back to WrestleMania. Him and Bad Bunny I loved every minute of it. Bad Bunny put in the work as well. I would love to see him come back one day, but I think Damian's he's getting good crowd reactions. People seem to love him. I think if we're gonna push a new star, I would love to see. I'd love to see Damian Priest have a good reign with it. I wouldn't expect it to be longer than maybe a couple of months. I can see it he'll win the belt and then a couple months later lose it. But I think we need to at least test the waters with him. Put a belt on him, see what happens. Push a new star. I think Damian Priest is someone that really could legit be like WWE champion one day.
Right.
Yeah.
Nate, who you got?
Pretty much same as Timothy. I'm on Priest's side on this one. I think he like what Kathy was saying as well. Like whenever I first saw him in NXT, it was kind of weird. Like I was trying to see if he was trying to be like a rock star type of thing, or like a bar dude. Like he wasn't starting anything of substance yet. And all this now, I know that he added his Puerto Rican stuff and everything, and I know that's good. So I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna get it though. They like to pick Sheamus a lot, so I'm not too sure on that one. Most of me is pulling for Damian though.
Okay, Nick, how about you?
I'm going with Sheamus. But it's gonna be like one of those. He took him to his limits and gained the respect and stuff like that. But Sheamus is still gonna win.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Sheamus too. I don't see Sheamus losing this title. He's gonna find something. He's gonna pin Priest and win this match. That's what I'm going with. So the next match that we have is another singles match, and this time it's gonna be the Ultimate Opportunist, the Rated R superstar Edge versus the Architect and whatever he calls himself of the Drip, Seth Rollins. Oh man, Kathy, you got for this one? I know who you're gonna pick already, but go ahead.
So if you guys didn't watch SmackDown, it got pretty awesome. I think with this whole. I don't know if you want to call it a bloodbath. It looked more like chocolate to me, but the old Edge of, the Brood Days is coming back, and you can't touch Edge on the mic. Like that was an awesome promo that he gave tonight, whatever. I gotta go with Edge. Edge is coming
Oh
for
wow!
blood. He's coming for blood, literally. So Seth
By
better
the
watch
way,
out. But that was really cool. Like Seth came out in the all white suit, and it just turned like chocolate.
Instantly.
Yeah, just like boom.
he was
Yeah.
definitely dripping.
Yeah.
By the way, screw you, cancel culture. It's because y'all don't get my blood bath, and I got to deal with whatever liquid that was.
It looks like oil to me.
Yeah,
Maybe I just want
Rob,
chocolate. It looked like chocolate to me.
Right.
Rob, who you
That
got,
would
man?
probably be better.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I seen the bloodbath too and stuff. I was just like, oh man, I feel bad for whoever's got to clean up that ring, real quick and stuff on that commercial break. It was like, oh, that was deep and all up in there. I was like, woo. But you know what? I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. I think he's gonna win just because he got that bloodbath and all that stuff. I don't know if Edge is full time or part time. I don't know if he's just gonna wrestle on like the big pay-per-views and around there. So I think maybe Seth's gonna win and then Edge will come back. And have another match around I guess Survivor Series or something. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Seth on this one.
Okay, Timothy, who you got?
Well, the inner fan in me says Edge because years ago, when back when I used to watch, I've always been hype on Edge, and for me to come back at the time I did to experience Edge coming back, it's always going to be a very, very special moment to me. I'm rooting for Edge because I would love to see him have one last big reign before he has to call it quits. But at the same time, Rollins is. I wouldn't be mad if he won it either. I think either way, it's like neither one of these stars are really going to look bad once the match is over with. This is going to be a match that's going to be talked about for years to come. But no, the inner fan in me, I gotta say Edge.
Cool.
But I really think this is going to be the match of the night.
Okay. Nate, how about you? Who you got?
I'm thinking it'd be Seth, mostly because the way Edge is, he's very much about helping the young talent. So I feel like if I might be wrong, but I feel like he would probably push more for Seth to win anyway, rather than himself, because he's not there on the regular. Seth's there every week, so that when you kind of build him, because he's always going to be there. So I feel like he'll probably win, but like Edge will probably like drag him to his limit, I guess to say. And for one thing, this whole drip thing needs to end for everyone. Just John Morrison's drip thing, that needs to go. Every drip, anything drip related, just drip over there, drip in a bucket. I'm good. But I think Seth's probably gonna get it there.
I'm going to say that it's going to be a pass the torch, and Edge is going to basically be passing the torch to Seth. And because, Edge has done it all, and he's already proven that he's a Hall of Famer, and he is. It's just he has really nothing to gain if he wins, and Seth Rollins has everything to lose if he loses.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more of a pass the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Rollins has been on a roll since he returned, and I have a feeling Edge is going to win this. He's going to pull it out. He needs to get his revenge, but at the same time, if Rollins happens to win, I really and truly think he should be next in line to face Roman Reigns. Although WWE wouldn't do that because it'll be heel versus heel, which I wouldn't mind seeing. It's probably not going to happen soon, but I think Edge is going to pull this. Edge already got into his head, and Rollins is good, but he doesn't have that psychology that Edge has. And Edge has been known to pull out some crazy tricks from his sleeve in order to get a win. I mean, come on, this is the guy that attacked Kofi Kingston at the Elimination Chamber, knocked him out, and then ran into the Elimination Chamber and locked himself in one of the pods. I mean, Rollins can say what he wants, but I mean, this is classic Edge, man.
Yeah.
So, what if Cena wins? We're gonna get to that, Bobby. Trust me, we're gonna get to that. Trust me. So we got a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. The EST of WWE, Bianca Belair versus the boss, Sasha Banks. Kathy, you got for this one?
So I'm excited for this one. It's the WrestleMania rematch. I want Bianca to retain, but part of me wants Sasha to win. And if a one Miss the Man Becky Lynch ever returns, that would probably be the match to return too. And I see if Sasha wins, Becky's coming for it, and if Bianca wins, Becky would be coming for it too. But I guess I'll go with Bianca. I have her circled, so I'll keep it with that.
Rob, how about you? Who you got?
Yeah, I actually have I have Sasha winning on this one because I think she's got that. She seems like she has a little bitty stable, going on there with Carmella and them and all. I think that they might interfere and Bianca loses it and then she has to chase Sasha again for a little bit, and then maybe around Royal Rumble Survivor Series, she gets the belt back or something, they do whatever. But I'm gonna go with Sasha on this one. I think she's gonna pull it out.
Okay, Timothy, how about you?
This is a tough one for me. I'm so hype on both of these stars so much, and even though I wasn't as hype on Bianca at first, she is truly she has quickly become one of my favorite things in WWE. That woman's got star written all over it, and part of me wants to go back to when I first started watching, just kind of slap myself for ever thinking, why didn't I like her right away? But no, if I had to pick, I would definitely have to say Sasha. I don't think they're gonna let Bianca hold the belt for too long with her still being kind of a new star on the main roster. But even if she does lose, I don't see it. I don't see it affecting her at all. She is over with the crowd, and I love hearing it. And I do agree with Kathy right there. I had the same thought. Becky, if she comes back, which I'm hoping she does, because oh my God, I miss her. This would be the match to do it. And I mean, I don't want to get too hopeful, but a lot of people know Becky's a big reason why I love women's wrestling, and then Io Shirai made me love it even more. Again, what a time to be a fan again. But if I had to pick, it would have to be Sasha, and the icing on the cake would be hearing Becky's music hit again.
All right, Nate, who you got?
I'll have to say Bianca on this one. I think she's been on a killer roll for a long time now, and I think she's just starting to get going now. And I think Sasha actually brings out, I think, the best in Bianca here that I've seen recently. So honestly, I think this one's probably, as much as Seth and Edge are going to be great, I think this one's going to be the match of the night for me because the build is really good. You can tell, and then the way Sasha is just getting as dirty as she can to get this, get Bianca messed up before the match, so she can get so she has as much advantage as possible. And it's NXT Sasha versus Bianca, so it's going to be really good, I think. So Bianca.
Nick, who you going with?
I haven't really seen the storylines with them, so I'm kind of one of those I don't know. But I think it'd be cool if they cut off Bianca's hair. If Sasha did that for the win, but that's just me. But
how dare you, by the way?
Yeah, no, I'm tired of seeing that whip. Just wow. I'm done with that whip. It needs to come off. But I'll pick Bianca though.
I'm gonna have to go with Bianca, and I got a good feeling that Becky Lynch is gonna come out. Although really and truly, Kathy, you're probably gonna hate me for this. Timothy, you too. I really want to see Bianca win. I want to see Bianca beat Becky, because then that would actually put her over the top. because once she does that, then she has just one more person to beat, and that's Charlotte Flair. And
I would
always,
love
right
to see
now,
Bianca be the first one to pin all the 4 horsewomen. I would love
That's
to see
it's
that
been
actually
done
happen.
before.
actually not true. Paige has beaten all 4 of them,
Oh, she has? Oh,
and
well,
I
never
think
mind. I want
Tamina,
Bianca to do it too
yeah,
then.
Tamina's beaten all of them too. So she would be like maybe the 3rd one to do it. But
Well,
yeah,
either way, I
And
want
wouldn't
Bianca to
Oscar,
be
do it.
I wouldn't be mad at Becky and Bianca, and I wouldn't be mad if Bianca beat Becky because I mean Becky's done and said and done everything, and she can give
Lose
the
the
rub to
hair,
Bianca.
lose the whip hair.
I'm, I'm telling y'all right now, if Becky returns, I keep saying this: do not expect a full-time Becky. She's gonna be like The Rock when he first came back from Hollywood. It's gonna be kind of sporadic because, from what I heard, is that she was actually in the process of doing some movie projects, and The Rock and John Cena were helping her get to Hollywood. So do not be surprised if she comes back for 1 or 2 matches and she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this thing with Hollywood now." So um, don't be surprised. But hey, that's the ebb and flow of wrestling. I mean, when one person leaves, the show must go on, and somebody else will fill that void. We will remember them sentimentally, of course, but you know, show must go on, and somebody will rise up and take that spot, and they will write their own legacy. Um, so I'm gonna go with Bianca on this one. The next match we have is a tag team match for the WWE the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The defending champions, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso versus the Mysterios, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Kathy, we got for this one.
So they kind of been playing hot potato with this one, back and forth, back and forth. But I think the Usos might retain, but I could see Mysterio's getting it back because it's been just them the whole time, back and forth, back and forth. So I want the Usos to win. I have them circled, but I could see the Mysterios regaining it, and then it'll just go back and forth again.
Rob, how about you?
Yeah, I got the I wrote down the Usos. I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna retain and whatever Roman calls like the faction, the family, the bloodline, whatever they're at least they're gonna keep some gold stuff. You know what I mean? So I think they're gonna win. I don't know. I don't know about Ray Dominic. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna go with the Usos.
Okay. Timothy, how about you? Who you got?
I'm Team Usos all the way. I think we need a good top faction, and I like the idea of the Bloodline being a big deal faction. Everything about this story has been so good. It's like the number one reason why I tune into SmackDown every week. On top of Sasha and Bianca, obviously, but I don't know. I love everything about it. I can't express enough how much I love the Bloodline, and I want it to stay. I want it to stay like this for a while. I really do.
Okay. Nate, how about you? Who you going with?
I'll have to say Usos as well, because I think since they already did the whole father-son first ever tag team champions, they got over that hump, and I just feel like also storyline wise because Dominic is too confident right now. He's getting too big for his britches, so to speak. Getting too excited about and not listening to Ray when he should and everything. And so I feel like that's going to come into play and have the Usos kind of win that. They're going to take advantage of that and then come out with the win. Whether it's a cheat, whether it's, distraction, whatever, I think Usos will probably get it.
Okay. Nick, who you going with?
I'm gonna stay on the train with the Usos, and because again, Dominique and Ray, like Nate just said, Dominique was like, "I don't need you," and then he's like, Ray came back and was like, "I don't need you either," but they've shown a little bit of tension and arrogance from Dominique, so I think that'll definitely be the reason for the Usos continuing to win.
You know, it's only normal for a son to actually want to get out of his father's shadow and do his own thing. Dustin Rhodes did it. Cody Rhodes did it. Randy Orton has done it too. So has The Rock, and many others have as well. And I think that I'm personally my pick is the Usos. I'm going to go with the Usos. They're going to retain. But I think this is going to be the disbanding of the Mysterios from now on. And I think Dominic's going to be like, you think you're always bossing around, or you think you're always telling me what to do. He's going to pretty much imply he doesn't need him, and then there's going to be a Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio match at the next pay-per-view, or later on down the line, which I wouldn't mind seeing. That would be pretty cool. But I'm going to say this, Dominic Mysterio is going to be a future champion real soon. Preferably, I want him to be teamed with Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. I think that would make a great stable, because you have like a whole second generation wrestlers right there, and I think that would be very, very great. And especially considering that Angel and Humberto have a bit more experience than Dominic, that could pretty much, help him out and so on. So, yeah, I think this is going to be the end of the Mysterios, and they're going to go their separate ways. And Bob, you said Ray's going to retire. He might. You never know. I mean, he's done everything already, so I mean, why not?
What about the LWO?
So
Would they bring that back? The LWO? A new modified version of it?
No. I wouldn't want to see it back. LWO, no. Nah. I wouldn't want to see that back. That was the bad thing. Like, they had all these spin-offs and so on. The Wolfpack was pretty good. But, like, all these spin-offs and so on, I mean, and crazy enough, the only other spin-off I actually enjoy, or the parody group I actually enjoyed of the NWO, is actually BWO. I actually enjoyed that. But I don't want to see and this is nothing against them, but I don't want to see the LWO. I don't even want to see the Wolfpack. If they do make a comeback somehow, it'd be Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall. Like, yeah, there was too many things wrong with the NWO, and quite frankly, I'm not gonna. That's a whole other story for a whole other time.
Yeah.
But the next match we have is a singles match for the WWE Championship. It's gonna be Bobby Lashley, the defending champion, with MVP in his corner, versus Goldberg. Kathy, you got for this one?
So here's the thing. As much as I love Goldberg, he's a part-time person. Yeah, it's good for nostalgia, good for this, good for that. But if he wins, who's he gonna face? Who's gonna be next? I don't know. I left this one blank. Like, I don't even know who to pick, because if Bobby wins, who does Bobby face? So there's like, I just don't know. I don't see where they're going with all this, and I don't even know who's gonna win. But if Goldberg's coming back, he's gonna end up winning. So I guess I'll go with him.
Okay, Rob, how about you?
Actually, oh man, see, this gonna be a pretty good match too. It's two meaty men in the ring bumping meat. This is gonna be spears and jackhammers, and I guarantee you, Lashley's gonna throw the hurt lock on it, and Goldberg's gonna be like, "Rah!" and just rip it out and stuff. You know what I mean? Spear him or whatever. But I'm definitely going with Bobby Lashley, because I don't know if Goldberg, if he wins, yeah, like Kathy said, I don't know who he's going to go against. So I'm going to go with Lashley. I think Lashley's going to win. But yeah, Goldberg, yeah, he's going to do his, Goldberg stuff. It's going to be a Goldberg match stuff.
Cool. Timothy, who are you going with?
I got to go with Lashley. I can't imagine WWE ever putting the belt on Goldberg, especially after what happened at Saudi a couple years back. But I don't even want to re-mention that, because it still irks me to this day. I don't know. Same boat Rob is. Like, what does Goldberg do if he wins the belt? I think this is just a match for pure nostalgia, just to see someone like Goldberg. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of him today. I respect him for everything he has done. But it's got to be Lashley. I mean, I can't think of anything good coming out of having Goldberg win the belt, especially on Raw of all places, because it's not at its best right now. I mean, I love it. I still keep up on it, but I don't think Goldberg winning would help it at all.
Okay. Nate, how about you? Who are you going with?
I'm really hoping Bobby Lashley's going to get this because I know Drew beat him last time Goldberg came back, so that's reason enough for Bobby to win, especially for the championship. I feel like it'll be good for his character to get over that Goldberg roadblock because that is a big name to beat, to go against. And I feel like he'll be good. It's going to be better than we think. I won't say weak. Some people think it's going to be bad because Goldberg's involved, but I feel like it's going to be better than we think it is. So, but Bobby, I'm going to have to go with Bobby.
Okay. Nick, how about you?
Again, toot toot. I am still with Bobby Lashley. I'm following the train. I mean, literally, I mean, they don't have a person set up anyway for the champ after this match. So, I mean, what is next other than just, hey, I got the belt. Hey, I got the belt. Woo. So, I'm still going to say Bobby.
Okay. So I'm gonna actually go with Bobby Lashley. I don't see Goldberg winning it, but who knows? WWE has actually had Goldberg beat The Fiend, which I was very surprised, and that should have never happened. But and they've had him beat Brock Lesnar, and yeah, I don't see Goldberg winning it. I definitely see Lashley doing it. I don't think it's gonna be via the full Nelson though, because they're not gonna make Goldberg look weak. It's probably gonna be like a spear and that's it. But it'll be interesting. But I gotta go with Lashley. Lashley has the stamina, man. I mean, Goldberg's matches, like my friend Bobby said, he can't really go too long in matches. So I'm gonna go with Bobby on this one. Bobby Lashley. The next match that we have is a singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. It's going to be the defending champion, Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the head of the other table, not Timothy's table, because you don't want to do that. But the head of the table, the other tribal chief, Roman Reigns, versus with Paul Heyman in his corner, versus the Doctor of Thugonomics, the leader of C Nation, John Cena. Kathy, who you got for this one?
So here's the same thing with Goldberg and Bobby. You have a part-timer in John Cena. He likes to do movies. He's back. It would be cool if he broke the record and became 17-time champion. But they put a wrinkle in everything tonight because they said that Roman, if he loses, will leave WWE. That made me pick Roman. But it's like, okay, well, who's next? Because we got Finn versus Roman. We could have Seth versus Roman. We could also have Big E cash in and face Roman too. So I don't know. I'm a pick Roman just because they put that wrinkle in there that if he loses, he can't be in WWE anymore. Where's he supposed to go? That's his Roman is WWE's blessed child, so they can't let him go. So I'm gonna pick Roman.
Okay. Rob, who you going with?
Yeah, I agree with Kathy. I'm going with Roman on this one. When they said, if Roman loses, he leaves WWE, it's like, nope, yeah, Roman's winning, you know what I mean? Until that, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, man, I'm kind of excited because, Cena was talking all that trash. Like, yeah, what if I just, win the belt and I just walk out of the ring and stuff, you know what I mean? All that stuff. I was like, all right, I was kind of on the edge of my seat. And then, they kind of ruined it and poo-pooed on my parade and stuff. They're like, all right, well, Roman's gonna win this one. So now I'm going with Roman on this.
Okay. How about you, Timothy?
I don't know. The fact that you're even asking me who I'm rooting for, my name is Tribal Chief Timothy Flair. I gotta say, it makes me wonder if you even pay any attention to me. I'm sorry, I like to rant sometimes. No, I'm Team Roman all the way. I mean, some people have seen me say before, Roman is the reason why I stayed for the entirety of SummerSlam. There was something about the guy that after not watching wrestling for like 10 plus years, something about the guy, I was drawn to him. He had a pretty badass look. I liked his vest. I even bought the vest. And I was a fan of him since day one. And then the leukemia thing happened, and it not really destroyed me, but like it broke my heart. Like I couldn't believe how much of a wrestling fan I was again because of Roman Reigns. I felt it that day, you know. And then for him to come back a few months later, I was just like, yes, jumping with joy. I was like, yes, he's back. I'm so happy. But then the crowds were always kind of iffy with him, and I couldn't really figure it out. Mind you, I wasn't watching wrestling, prior to 2018. But one thing that's always bothered me is that, like, I'm such a fan of this guy, and like the rest of Twitter is all like iffy about him, and I could never figure out why. So then for him to come back during, what was it, SummerSlam 2020, and to have him go full heel, I was a little like, oh no, my favorite's a bad guy. But then I'm like, okay, never mind. I love everything about this. And then I was so happy to see Twitter like actually loving it. And I'm like, yes, everybody loves my favorite wrestler right now. And but one thing that always killed me was in the Thunderdome. It killed me every week that on Twitter I'm just seeing, yes, this is great. Roman is the best. We love it. It was always breaking my heart to hear them pipe in the boos. And I was like, God, I hope Roman knows how much we love him. And then for us to have the first crowd or the first show back with a full crowd and hearing the crowd cheer him, guys, I'm not ashamed to say it. I broke down in tears. I was so happy to hear the stadium rooting for the wrestler that got me back into wrestling. And I want him to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar's record. I think Roman is he is making the Universal Belt feel like the biggest deal right now. And when the day comes when he finally does drop the belt, it's going to be huge. And the best thing is, I don't know who's going to do it. Sorry, I kind of ranted there. I had to get that out. But, yeah, I'm Team Roman all the way. I love Cena. I respect Cena, but he's not Roman to me.
Nate, who you got? Who you going with, man?
Oh man, I have to say Roman as well. First off, how do I follow that? Goodness.
I'm so sorry. I can't express how much I love the guy.
I'm just messing with you. That's cool. I'm glad he moves you that way, really. Especially hearing, for 10 years he didn't wrestle. I mean, like wrestling, and then he came back to it. But I have to see Roman. Well, again, because of Cena being the part-timer, coming back from being on Suicide Squad and going back to Fast 20, whatever it is. So I feel, I'm pretty sure it's obvious that Roman's going to win. Cena has been dishing him pretty good promos here and there. And then Roman went back at him pretty good. Not the missionary line, that was okay, but like other stuff, like he was getting on him pretty good with other stuff. So I feel like Roman's really good right now. And to kind of answer Timothy's kind of little question of how he couldn't figure it out, I just feel like he was put in a limelight he wasn't ready for yet, I think. And people just felt like he was being shoved in our throats, basically. So I think this character should have been like the way he started off. Like he kind of felt like that kind of character anyway. Kind of not holier than thou, but like big and like I'm the main event type of guy. So I feel like that should have been the character he started out with when he went single. That's just me though. That's just me.
So for those of you that don't know, I am not a fan of Cena at all. After he got rid of the Doctor of Thugonomics, I totally was like, nah, I'm done. Like, I respect him as a person, like everything that he does as a person, but his character is stale. Like, there is just stale. It's overdone, stale. I am over John Cena. I can care less if he comes back and comes, but he's not gonna win. It's Roman. Uh, I mean, honestly, it could be that Roman then Big E comes out and cashes in. I mean, he still has it, so why not have Big E come out and try to cash it or tease about cashing it? So I pick Roman with a Big E tease. Your mic is
Or you
muted.
mean
There
maybe,
you go.
Baron Corbin, because Baron Corbin has that Money in the Bank briefcase now, and I'm gonna be very upset if he actually cashes in and wins that title. I'm gonna be pissed because I'm like, no, bro, I don't want to see you as champion. Go away, go hold an Intercontinental title or U.S. title or something, man. Like I don't think he has the range to keep up with these guys. But we'll see. Hopefully, Biggie gets back the briefcase. I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is gonna win this. Honestly speaking, I want Roman to retain. I want Lashley to retain because then when Survivor Series comes up, we got Paul Heyman in Roman Reigns' corner, and we have MVP in Bobby Lashley's corner. And MVP to me is one of the most underrated guys on the mic. He is that good, and I could see him. Just imagine Paul Heyman and MVP going at it in a debate about their clients, and MVP has proven that he can make people champions. I mean, look what he did to Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. I mean, the Hurt business was popping. But
why did we get rid of them?
No good reason.
Don't know.
Because Vince McMahon.
I don't know what's going on with Vince. I really don't know, and at this time, I'm just not gonna, because I watch so many wrestling promotions that at this point with Vince and the gang, I just sit down and watch and see what they're gonna do. I see where they're gonna go with certain things and so on, and if I don't like it, I'm just not gonna watch. I'm just gonna turn the channel or go to sleep or something, because it's no use. Rambling and ranting over what Vince does. It's his company. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do or sees fit. But if I don't like it, he's not gonna get my money or my time. That's pretty much it. And I haven't bought any WWE shirts since 2014. I've only bought stuff from Pro Wrestling Tees. So, and it's not because of that. It's just coincidental that it happened that way. So yeah. The next and last match that we have is a triple threat match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. The defending champion, Nikki, almost a superhero, no more Nikki Cross, versus the Queen, Charlotte Flair, versus Charlotte Flair's sister, Rhea Ripley. Kathy, who are you going with? Y'all know they look alike. Come on, man. Don't even pretend.
All right, so this is what aggravates me. It's not that it's Charlotte Flair, but she's always in title matches. It's putting her in these title matches all the time. And the other thing that aggravates me is they give her the belt all the time, which is fine, but they don't let her keep it. She's a transitional champion like 14 times, whatever it's been. So that's what aggravates me. So I don't know if she's gonna win again, but then she's gonna be like some transitional champion again. So that aggravates me. So I'm gonna say I want Nikki to win because I want her to be a superhero. She's almost won now. I want to see where they take this, and I want to see her become the superhero. And she starts on that road by beating both Rhea and Charlotte.
Nice. Okay. Rob, who are you going with?
Yeah, I'm going with Nikki on this one. I think Charlotte Flair was standing tall last time we seen her. What was it, that singles match and then tag match? She was dominating on it. Yeah, I think they're going to build her up, and then just Nikki Ashley going to end up winning it. Now, this is the match I actually think Becky Lynch might come back. Like Charlotte's about to win. Pull the win out, and then you hear her music, and here she comes or whatever, or she just comes out of the crowd and does whatever, beats her up, and Nikki wins. You know what I mean? Hey, they're from is it the same? Well, I guess same area somewhere. They're from somewhere over there. You know what I mean? Irish, Scotland, or whatever. Yeah, they go, team up or whatever, help her out. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go Nikki Ash though, and I think Becky's gonna come in and interfere.
Actually, Rhea Ripley's actually from Australia, so yeah, a whole different
No, I meant Nikki and
he meant Nikki
Becky.
and Becky together.
Yeah. No,
okay.
One's Scotland, the other's Ireland. I was like, they're divided in two. They're right next to each other, like us in Canada or whatever, us in Mexico.
All right, so Timothy, who you got?
I'm going Charlotte Flair. I'm doing my heel turn right now. I don't know. Right now, as far as I know, Charlotte Flair has never been beaten at SummerSlam. And I know Charlotte does irritate the hell out of us, but since I've become a fan again, I think Charlotte has just truly proven herself to be one of the best. Like, yeah, I'm not saying she doesn't get forced down our throats a lot, but every match that she gets put in, she does add something to it. Like, I mean, as sad as I was that we never got Becky and Ronda, Charlotte and Ronda was literally the next best thing. And I kind of want Charlotte to have that never beaten at SummerSlam thing. I like it. I mean, I'm big on Rhea Ripley too. I wouldn't be mad if she won it. Nikki Ash, I like, but I'm just afraid they put the belt on her too soon, and I think she's losing steam. I mean, I adore the character. I think it's being rushed is all. But I'm going to pick Charlotte because we know Charlotte doesn't really lose at these big events like this. But I agree. I don't want her to be a transitional champion. Let her have the belt at least until next WrestleMania. Like, let her drop it to someone and really push them. Because at this point, it's not going to mean anything if Charlotte wins it and then loses it 2 weeks from now.
All right, Nate, who are you going with?
I'll have to say, this one's going to actually be a bit tough. I think it's going to be Rhea because Nikki is like the fact that she's doing this whole almost thing. But then again, that kind of is my argument already right there because she's trying already. So maybe all this almost stuff will get her to win. I don't know. Because practice makes perfect, That's like kind of her character, almost did it. I'll get back up and get it the next time. So that's kind of why I think either Rhea or Charlotte's going to get it. But I don't think Charlotte because she's kind of obvious red herring type of thing. Where, yes, she is one of the best, in-ring wrestlers they have, period. So, in any kind of way, she's going to be, great in the match. It's going to be it's going to be really good. It's going to be fun to watch for sure. But something is telling me Nikki's not going to leave with the title. And just like Timothy just said, it was rushed, way rushed. I know they do that sometimes with the Money in the Bank. They cash in the next day, but it kind of felt like, here you go. real quick to throw the title on her real quick, and then everybody's like, oh, okay, so this is what we're going with. Okay, cool. And they're kind of just getting behind it, and it's some people are just kind of too much, and then of course the kids are enjoying it, so that's the important thing, I suppose. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Rhea.
How about you?
All right. I'm gonna say Rhea too, just because I like her. She's really awesome, and I mean, not that that's it, but what if with the superhero thing? I mean, you got Hurricane Helms. You got Mighty Molly. You got I don't even remember what Stacy Keebler's superhero name was, but like, what if you have that? Well, Rosie's passed, but you got
Oh,
those superheroes. You can have like some type of weird, like, hey, I don't know, some cameo type thing with superheroes for her. If she's gonna really be a superhero, she can use that as inspiration. I don't know, but I would pick either Nikki or Rhea.
okay. I think Nikki's gonna gonna retain the title. I don't think she's gonna lose. I think some way she's gonna pin Charlotte or Rhea and retain, and it's gonna catch them off guard. I mean, look what happened to Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was a dominant one in that match with Charlotte and Becky, and Becky caught her with a crucifix pin, and she lost that title. I mean, I always say I'd like to see Becky and Ronda one-on-one with no Charlotte Flair, because then she has one opponent to focus on, and then we'll see if who's the better one. Hopefully down the line we get that, but yeah, I got a feeling Nikki's gonna somehow pull it off and end up leaving with the title. I don't mind Nikki Ash as champion. I like the gimmick. It's something new. It's something fresh, better than seeing the same old people. Oh, 4 horsewomen dominating the top. It's good to see new people thrive and get up there and get a win and so on. So I think Nikki Ash is definitely gonna walk home with that title. But yeah, so that was SummerSlam 2021. Y'all have any further predictions before we close the show?
Maybe just a Becky Lynch return.
Maybe.
Just that.
Would it be outside the realm of possibilities that Reigns beat Cena and then we hear The Rock's music hit?
Oh man,
It's
or
not
might be a
out.
little too hopeful here.
Or Brock.
The real
Because
head of the
you know
table.
that is a match.
Yeah.
You know that is a match we have to have one
That
day.
would be interesting.
Since this with Usos and since Roman, I've been wanting The Rock to come and be
Oh,
like,
yes.
I'm the real head of the table.
I keep hoping, since he's done with Fast and Furious, I'm just like, come on, Rock and Roman, please.
Please.
I'm not mad at it.
I could see I could see Roman telling Rock, we're not really related, just that our grandfathers were really close friends, and you built your reputation off of saying you're related to the Samoan dynasty when you're not. I could see Roman doing that, and which technically it is true. I mean, Peter Maivia is not a blood relative of the Anoa'i Fatu family. He's like a close friend. Same thing with Haku and a couple other and the Barbarian and so on. They're just like real cool with each other, close friends. So I could see Roman telling The Rock that, and The Rock saying some silly thing like, "I remember when you were little and you would do this," and probably embarrass Roman and whatnot. But I'm looking forward to that though. But what I'm looking forward to, like I said, Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. I hope it happens. I'm all for it. I would not mind seeing that happen.
Because I gotta say, after CM Punk coming back, I mean, WWE's got to be trying to do something big. I mean,
I still can't believe that,
dude. I can't believe it either.
I don't think Vince is worried.
I don't think he is either, but he's going to try to do something.
Yeah, it's Vince. He's got to one up. He has to one up AEW, and they just had CM Punk come tonight, so it's either Becky or The Rock.
Gorillas of Destiny.
Whoa.
That would be one way. That would be one way.
That would be nuts. Oh my
Open
God.
that forbidden door, WWE New Japan, with the Gorillas of Destiny.
I wouldn't mind seeing the God face the Usos. That would be pretty cool. I'm definitely all for that. And the God, they're more raw, like they're more like R-rated than the Usos because they don't give a damn. Like I remember one time they beat some tag team, I think it was the Young Bucks for the New Japan tag team titles, and then they threw the tag team titles at the president and was like, "Yeah, we don't want this crap." They threw it back at him, Those guys have no chill. That'd be pretty good, but I don't see New Japan working with WWE because the way
Nah.
WWE wants to do things is they want them to be the exclusive partner for them, and I'm like, no, you can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
If only Vince would swallow his pride and just open the door.
Mhm.
You're not losing anything. I mean, you're getting money in your pockets too.
Right. That's like asking him to stop breathing. I don't see that happening at all.
That's right.
If Vince
I've been
retires,
hopefully I've been sitting here laughing ever since Nate said the word red herring. I just because the pup name immediately popped in my head, and I remember every time Fred was like, "Yo, we gotta do this red herring doing." He was always in his ass every episode, and I was just like, "Oh man, oh that just popped up a good memory from childhood."
Yeah. All right. So that being said, that's our episode for tonight. Those of y'all watching, make sure you check out SummerSlam. It's definitely gonna be a great show. Make sure you check out NXT Takeover 36 the day after too. We actually did a predictions panel for that. Shout out to the Old Pace Wrestling family. We appreciate y'all coming through. And with that being said, it is time. My eyelids are getting heavy now. So that means it's time to take a nap. But before we actually close the show, I just gotta ask. So Timothy, where can fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling, all that good stuff?
The best place to find me is Twitter at Timothy Flair 90. Big fan of women's wrestling. Obviously, big fan of Roman Reigns. I love talking all that stuff. So yeah, follow me and let's talk wrestling. The whole world makes fun of us for loving wrestling. Let's not make fun of each other, okay?
That's true.
All right.
That's true.
Nate Outrage, where can fans find you on social media?
Well, let's see, not the same as Tim, but on Twitter as well. It's Nate Outrage.
I'm too tired for this.
And of course, me and Nick here, we have a podcast, Chaotic Outrage. We have its own Twitter.
The Outrageously Chaotic podcast.
Yes,
Get
outrageously.
it right.
Give you guys a follow if I haven't.
I have yet to get the intro right yet, so I will get it right later next time somehow.
Because we're a chaotic outrage that we keep saying chaotic outrage for all our stuff, and now that we've switched it up, it's like, oh, gotta remember.
Right.
But
so there's that. Also, I have a YouTube channel as well. I'll link that somewhere on my stuff. But yeah, there's that. That's about it.
Okay.
That's about
it. Nick, how about you? Where you at on social media?
My main one that you guys can reach me at is Chaotic One Nick on Twitter. I believe it's just Chaotic One Nick, like the name on my thing right now. So that is about the only place I really can interact, because my other stuff's more of my personal life, and I'm just kind of like, nah, I don't want to let people in too deep of that because it's personal. But
fine.
Twitter, and then the like Nate said, our Outrageously Chaotic podcast page is chaotic_outrage. Did you put any numbers, Nate? I can't remember.
Nope, no numbers. So, I just found it.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
Following now.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So, yeah, those are the only two places that
cool.
I love
Twitter.
talking wrestling, all right? That's all
Hey, that's all good.
Yeah,
so for those of y'all watching, follow these two great podcasts. Follow Old Face Wrestling. If you're a huge women's wrestling fan, check out Old Face Wrestling. They're big. They got wrestlers from all over the country, and they even have foreign wrestlers. Check them out. Check out the Outrageously Chaotic podcast. It's a variety podcast, so it's not just wrestling. So definitely check them out. I mean, still check us out, but check out them as well too. We're not gonna get offended. We listen to other podcasts as well too. We've been on other podcasts before, so it's all good. But with that being said, Kathy Knights, Where can fans find you on social media? Oh, geez, you're so mischievous. You cost me so much money. But where can fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling or want one of your crazy misadventures and or talk about beignets?
So I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord, all at BLUE70517.
Awesome. Rob Base, where can fans find you on social media if they want to talk wrestling, if they want to be on the show? Where can bookers and promoters find you if they want to hire you for your refereeing services? Yes, y'all heard me correctly. He's training to be a referee. So almost there. Rob Base
Where was this announcement?
Right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a little practice match on Tuesday, and I got the win with the Samoa Joe Coquina clutch. So I was happy about that. That was awesome. You know what I mean?
It's like this hurts so much.
Oh my midsection. I was taking bumps. Yeah, I'm still like, if I go, I can still feel it. You know what I mean? In my midsection, it's like I did 2,000 sit-ups at once. So, more power to them. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, Rob_Base82, and then Facebook and YouTube, Rob Base.
Awesome. And if you want to find me on social media, not that I have anything cool to say, but who knows, maybe you'll get lucky. You can find me on Twitter under @TheRemyBlue. And you can also find me on Facebook under Remy Blue. It's a picture of me at WrestleMania 28, so you can follow me on those two platforms. However, our Instagram is also on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram under Ringside Society. Definitely follow us on there. We're also on Facebook. Yes, we have a Facebook group. It's called Ringside Society, of course. Go ahead and join our group there too as well. We have a lot of cool stuff in all of these platforms. And we're also on Twitch, which is one of the 3 platforms that this episode is being streamed on. So we're on Twitch under Ringside Society 2019. And we're also on YouTube. That's right. We have a YouTube page. Subscribe to us. Don't personalize it. Subscribe to all the videos because we have a lot of cool interviews on there, like with Princess Victoria, Maddie Rinkowski, Jasmine Allure, the Renegade Twins who have been on AEW. And, we just had Nightmare Factory Class 1 graduate Kat Spencer on there. And there's many more to come as well. So definitely follow us on that platform. Our Facebook group is the 3rd platform that also streams this episode as well. So definitely follow us on all of those. And we also have a Twitch store. Yeah, not Twitch store. We also have a Teespring store. Yes, that's right. We have a Teespring store where we sell merchandise. We have several different kinds of designs. Cop a t-shirt, cop a tank top for the still hot summer days. Winter's coming up. Cop yourself a long sleeve shirt. Cop a coffee mug. Yeah, we're going through a pandemic. We even got masks. So definitely cop it. All proceeds go back into, keeping this show afloat. It doesn't go into our pockets. So, with that being said, I think we lost Timothy. Let me try to get him back in here.
There you go.
There he is. Yeah. So with that
I guess
being
it doesn't
said,
matter too much. The show's already over.
And also, for those y'all watching, if y'all want to follow our head mod on Twitch, Alicia the Word Printer, she's under @EndoSurvivor282 on Twitter and Instagram. So definitely go ahead and follow her as well. Alicia, thank you for keeping us, safe and PG as well. We really and truly appreciate it. Bobby Stryker, thank you very much for pulling through. Next time I'm in Florida, we gotta hang, bro. But with that said, it is time for us to bid y'all adieu. For those of y'all that listen to us live right now, thank you very much in advance. Thank you very much. To those of y'all that are going to listen to us later on via our YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook platforms, thank you very much in advance. And for those of you that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we would just go offline and go away, well, I'm very sorry. But like myself in the Golden Corral, Kathy in the Vignette shop, and Rob at the Hershey theme park in Pennsylvania, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we here at Ringside Society are very well and aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. We're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag we are not the same. Hey, yo, Rob Bates, Kathy Knight, one time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for Tribal Chief Timothy Flair and the Oathface family, and Chaotic Nick and Nate Outrage for the Outrageously Chaotic podcast. What type of podcast are we?
All right. 3, 2, 1. We're the Wrestling Fans
Wrestling Fans
Podcast.
Podcast.
I'm too tired for this. I completely screwed that up.
Yes, for the Wrestling Podcast, Ringside Saggy. So with that being said, we just want to thank everybody for once again for tuning in. We're still going through a pandemic, so until the pandemic is over, stay safe, stay healthy, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
See you later.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware.
Night. Right.
Bye. Enjoy SummerSlam.